This podcast is brought to you by Sri Kandi Associates.
Looking for your first matrimonial house? Wanting to upgrade? Look no further.
For your property matters, contact Sri Kandi Associates at 8788-3559.
And you can also follow them on Instagram at srikandi.associates.
Sri Kandi, selling solutions, not promises. Hey, welcome back to another episode of OUTSIDEIN with your host Yanto
Farah
and Farhan Fikri.
Go to Source for honest conversations about relationships and marriage.
So if you are ready, let's go. Alright, kita ada third co-host pada hari ini.
Oh my god, thank you so much for having me, guys.
Masya Allah. So kalau korang pernah tengok kita punya podcast episode yang dah lama juga. Yeah, so Farhan bersama dengan isterinya Nurul were on our episode. And of course Farhan Fikri ni bukan calang-calang.
Jangan gitu. Ya Allah, I'm more than honoured to be here.
Yeah. So of course he used to be a podcaster with Clockwork Hustlers and Morning in Morning podcast. But unfortunately macam OLG juga mereka pun dah tutup.
Okay.
Yeah, so
atas sebab-sebab tertentu.
Of course. Yes.
So and From the get go, daripada dulu sekali, I have always been intrigued. Me and Farah has always been intrigued by Farhan punya inputs, his train of thoughts, and we felt that why not we pull him in to be part of OUTSIDEIN. Of course, we test dulu, and of course this is our very first episode together as with Farhan as a co-host. How do you feel, Farhan?
Oh, it's a heavy responsibility. Terutama sekali, Assalamualaikum to all the listeners of OUTSIDEIN. Korang memang gila, and I'm one of y'all, so don't feel any different lah. I could be the bridge for all of you. So,
mashallah.
And also feel like macam a lot of we receive a lot of DMs and messages from our insiders saying that macam episodes macam ada another co-host so-called macam Haryani Othman, and they feel like it's fun because kalau kita dua je I would say that I'm a bit serious.
Okay.
Yan pun a bit serious with me lah. Dengan orang lain dia macam
with me dia lain sikit.
Bukan aim.
Tak ada, kita more relax.
So having 3 people, I think it's gonna be fun lah.
Changes the dynamic for sure.
Yes.
Because selalunya husband and wife, we always have, for us lah, kita punya mindset or whether kita punya train of thought is rather similar. But having you on board, it allows us to question certain things that is not usually in our train of thought.
You challenge lah.
You challenge and a different perspective.
Let's see.
Inshallah.
Whether I'm up for it lah.
Okay.
But so today we're going to share 2 stories. But before that, kita nak tanya Farhan juga lah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
so
interview
the
juga,
previous time you came here with Nurul. So your episode, the title was House Husband, right?
Yes, true.
Yes. So apa perkembangan you?
Perkembangannya masih part-time house husband.
Part-time house husband, okay.
Because I have a helper now, right?
Okay.
Tapi helper tu pun dah like 6 months with us.
Okay.
And still going through training,
getting used to
pemantauan, the observation, a lot of things. The bibitness lah, bibitness.
So part-time housewife tu, that means
house
you
husband.
dah housewife. House husband tu means you dah not always at home lah. You go out right now.
I mean, I have to relinquish orang cakap the responsibility. I need to let go. Because if I don't let go, if I insist on doing things my way and not letting anyone else take over, then it won't help the helper, right? So I need to I need to go out. That kind of thing. I need to go out. I mean, I'm doing like Grab and all that at the side. So just to start earning back slowly. And the fact that now pun dah ada anak yang keempat.
Alhamdulillah.
Itulah perbezaan dia.
Perbezaan yang besar.
Perbezaan daripada yang episod terakhir dengan OUTSIDEIN ni. Compared to now is I have my number 4 now, who is 3 months old, going to 4 months.
Alhamdulillah.
And I've also recently moved houses. Jadi
busy saya, wish.
Ya Allah, dia punya busy tu. Allah je tahulah.
So I nampak dia punya story sana. Farhan dan Nurul posted kat Instagram, nampak dia punya shifting dia, ya Allah, dengan baby yang 3 bulan ni.
It was very challenging,
Right.
Then dari situ, I think the challenge is not so much there, the house chores. It's more of being a father of 4.
Right.
Yang macam ada banyak impact on myself lah. So I don't know whether you guys know this, but aku pun first time dengar benda ni. I went through what I call as fatherhood ego.
Fatherhood ego. Share
Macam it's like I've gone through 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
And then especially the number 2 and number 3 yang aku jaga dari kecil,
Yeah.
right? So you get complacent though. Complacent in a way, I can get this right. I can do this.
So dah biasa 3 anak
Yes,
kan.
I got this kid figured out. I got this figured out. So macam when the number 4 comes, suddenly I experience something different. So I macam bingit dengan diri sendiri. Macam why aku buat
Why
dekat
you
anak nombor 4 ni doesn't work on the things yang aku buat dengan anakku yang sebelum ni.
Right.
Ego, I cannot accept it. It's like what's wrong? I mean, I was like in my heart macam what's wrong with you? Your sisters and your brother okay. Kenapa kau tak tunjuk aku yang kau can be controlled in this way?
Right.
So I show my frustration to my wife. Kesian kan dia tengok. She saw the frustration and then she said, "Be relax lah, you know. This is another kid after all, right? You yourself say every kid is different.
Perangai sebenarnya lain.
Yeah.
But then I realized, this is my ego right here. That I have to telan. So I have to tell myself that, look, doesn't mean you excel during your second and third punya child caring. Then the number 4 you is a walk in the park. It's not.
It's totally
Still you have to learn again.
all over again.
All over again, bro.
Wow.
It's like
Kalau-
game restart.
Kalau aku tepuk macam gini this angle, asal dia ni okay, dia tak tidur pula. You know what I mean? Kalau aku angkat letak kat bahu, dia ni suka pula, yang lain tak suka. So I'll be like, oh my god, everything is like reset. And that humbles me down. And to me, it's another journey lah.
Wow.
At the end of the day, every kid is a journey, right?
Right.
There's no anak nombor 3, anak nombor 4 kita dah master. Tak.
Right.
Mula-mula tu the first few weeks of life of the number 4 one, kita macam asal tak tidur asal dia tak boleh tidur macam longer. Kenapa dia asyik bangun-bangun
Right.
Kita pun nak kenal-kenal dengan dia kan.
Yeah.
Like every human being, right? So dia tak boleh bercakap, dia tak boleh express.
Cuma
Dia boleh nangis je.
Yeah.
And of course, if you are, macam you have taken care enough babies, you should know that certain cries means different thing.
Ya, nak makan ke, nak
dia
pampers
macam
ke.
dah susu, dia
Macam
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 sejuk.
nge. Am I doing this? No, like nge means haus. Like frustration means either sakit perut,
Uncomfortable.
like they need to have a change of
discomfort.
diaper,
Okay.
or sakit somewhere, or they just simply sleepy.
Okay.
So different cries different.
I see.
So when I'm like, kenapa dia nangis? Like for example kenapa dia nangis? Then my wife be like, you dengar tu nangis siapa? Oh, okay.
Kalau kita dengan kucing kita banding dengan kucing lah. My first cat, dia meow pasal dia lapar.
Okay.
Then second, kalau dia another type of meow, dia macam very anxious.
Anxious, okay.
Pasal dia nak aku keluar daripada bilik.
Okay, nak attention kau lah.
Attention aku.
Itu dah mau.
attention.
Before we move on to
pillow talk,
pillow talk, aku pun nak bilang korang don't feel any lesser, because at those times when aku feel overwhelmed, tired, I always think about you guys, or all the TTC couples out there.
Masya Allah.
Because it is a reminder lah. Macam kalau aku macam rasa bingit or penat, it's biasa, right?
Yeah.
But don't feel like you hate this journey, because there are many yang tengah tunggu nak dikurniakan rezeki ni. So that's how we complement each other in a way. Yeah. So don't feel any lesser about yourself.
Okay, kan kita macam kau punya grounder.
Motivation. Yeah.
Wow.
Really. Yeah.
Oh, Masya Allah.
I don't look up to like the greatest parent on earth. No. Right? For me to keep going, I keep looking down. Not looking down. I keep looking at you guys.
Oh, Masya Allah.
Macam janganlah kau tak appreciate. Orang lain pun nak tahu. Orang tak dapat tahu.
Faham.
So kau bersyukur,
Dia macam teringat jugalah kan, sometimes we see certain examples, especially some guests that we had on our show, yang dorang anak dorang complain, ataupun tak di treated right, and kita macam kenapa anak ni macam gini, patutlah jadi anak aku, kind of thing.
Understand, yeah.
But that is kita punya cabaran lah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Masya Allah.
Wah, dah heavy.
What a good catch up walaupun baru start ni.
Yeah, this one is just a catch up lah, and also macam to find out Farhan punya perkembangan
Yes.
as a father of 4 now.
Masya
And-
Allah.
InsyaAllah
Yeah.
co-host of OUTSIDEIN jugalah.
Masya Allah.
InsyaAllah.
Doakan.
Shall we share the first story?
Oh, let's go.
Apa kata kita kasih Farhan
Let's
baca
go
the first part?
lah.
Okay.
Selling solutions, not promises.
Hi, I'm Ira from Sri Kandi Associates.
Do you know that in a private property, you can still use your CPF to finance your monthly installment?
Do you still have to pay cash upfront?
Yes, you will still need to use cash, and the cash component is 5% of the purchase price. That is the requirement by the bank. Moving forward, when you want to finance your monthly installment, you can choose to pay everything in CPF if it's enough, or you can use half cash, half CPF. We can explain to you in depth why half cash, half CPF may be important for you in the future. Call us, Sri Kandi Associates, at 8788-3559. Sri Kandi, selling solutions, not promises.
So we are sharing 2 stories tonight,
Yes.
is it? Okay.
2 stories today.
So can I begin? Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Suami pilih untuk pergi umrah bersama keluarga sendiri sebab keluarga suami ajak untuk tenangkan hati dan perasaan. Sebab isteri dah tawa hati dengan keluarga si suami. Duduk rumah mertua sekian lama, dan isteri minta untuk duduk dengan keluarga sendiri untuk 3 ke 4 minggu. Apabila keluarga suami mula bercakap buruk mengenai isteri dekat ahli keluarga lain, isteri minta untuk dilepaskan. Instead of memujuk isteri, berbincang dengan isteri, keluarga suami ajak suami pergi buat umrah tanpa isteri dan suami decide untuk berdiam diri daripada memberitahu dekat isteri mengenai dia pergi umrah tanpa isteri dia. Sehinggalah isteri bertanya, adakah awak akan pergi umrah sekali sebab nak jemput saya hujung bulan nanti? Barulah suami bagi tahu cerita yang sebenar. Okay, Alasan suami adalah isteri minta untuk dilepaskan. Jadi dia buntu dan decide untuk ikut cakap keluarga. And since package umrah tu dibayar penuh oleh keluarga suami, adakah perbuatan suami meninggalkan isteri untuk pergi umrah bersama keluarga sendiri itu betul? Sampai sekarang tiada perkataan maaf dari keluarga suami, cuma maaf dari isteri ke keluarga suami. Patut ke isteri bertahan dalam keluarga yang macam ni? Ataupun isteri patut pilih untuk dilepaskan kerana tak tahan dengan sikap suami yang lebihkan keluarga dari isteri sendiri.
Wow.
Okay, so what are your thoughts, husband?
First thoughts, kenapalah kau letak isteri awak tu macam side piece?
Side piece.
It feels like kau, walaupun you put your wife in that situation, then you allow your family members to kutuk your isteri, you allow your family members to break you apart. As a husband, I don't feel right if that were to happen to my wife.
If that was you, what would you have done?
I would say I want to bring my wife along. Kalau tak pun, korang lah pergi umrah, biar aku dengan isteri aku pergi sendiri. Because at the same time, no matter what is the situation pun, suami dengan isteri dorang harus bersatu. Pasal we have been in ada satu talk that we had.
Correct.
Talking about mertua and things like that. Kita patut jadi bridge antara each other's families kan. Tapi at the same time pun keluarga ataupun in-laws, dorang pun main peranan juga.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I feel like we had this conversation off cast before kan.
Yes.
This word main peranan or macam the role of each person in a relationship like the role of a husband, role of a wife, role of the mother. Kan? So I feel like in this case the role of the husband tu macam kurang sikit.
Yes. Certainly,
Macam cakap as big as the misunderstanding or as big as the conflict that you have with your wife or your husband, I don't feel it's right for you to just leave. It feels weird to me lah. But granted, I know that umrah is a good thing, you nak pergi sana ibadah. Maybe macam apa dia cakap nak
tenangkan fikiran.
Tenangkan
healing
fikiran. Lah. Tapi if you over there, you nak healing, you nak get closer to Allah, tapi your wife kat rumah ni tengah berana. Do you think you can?
Who is your tanggungjawab, by the way?
Yeah. Do you think you can macam khusyuk? Do you think you can feel good while you're there? You are just running away from your problems lah, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean like you say main peranan ini kita dah lihat macam there are 3 different sets of roles that one can play, which is the in-laws and the suami and also isteri. Memang the unhappiness is coming from one side aja. Memang kita dengar story ni pun based on dia punya POV, one POV. But I mean, I wish to know whether is this the dynamics of your marriage?
Right.
of course satunya the example that is being shared here is pergi umrah lah. That's the main crux
The
of
main
it, right?
agenda yang bawakan lah.
Like we say, benda baik, but it doesn't have to be benda baik ke benda buruk yang can whether correct or uncorrect your behaviour towards your wife. But what if we change something else, macam pergi holiday, macam pergi, then it feels weirder, right?
Yeah.
You go Langkawi with your family, then your wife is at home, for example.
Tinggalkan dia.
What is the reason? I mean, we need to know. Macam my question first of all for this guy is, for the husband is, do you actually got married? Macam, do you actually got married? Macam,
Kalau nak kata kasar, kau dah kahwin ke belum ni?
something like that. Macam you are taking that responsibility on your shoulder, but you are behaving now like as though based on the sharing, is like kau masih that anak into that family. You know, young boy,
girlfriend, boyfriend.
like no responsibility lah.
Faham.
In a sense, So macam then of course we can touch on peranan yang keluarga dia mainkan juga. Like korang tak pernah tanya kan kat anak korang ni macam what would your isteri feel?
Tak ada ke tanya macam mak tahu you tengah gaduh, tapi tak apalah, you bawa dia, just use this peluang to like work out your differences. It could have been like that.
Aku pun pernah dengar juga macam orang cakap kalau bergaduh pun tak baik kalau tidur berasing-asing. You know what I mean? Is the separation that kau pupukkan dalam relationship tu. Sorry Yan.
I wanted to highlight also yang dia kata yang keluarga suami mula bercakap buruk mengenai isteri dekat ahli keluarga lain. Isteri minta untuk dilepaskan. So in this timeline, dia dengar in-laws dia berbual pasal benda buruk, pasal dia macam for example, kalau we put it at the worst case scenario, dia caci maki lah this wife of his. Tapi the only, macam kau cakap tadi, dia take this opportunity, pasal kau tengah bergaduh, isteri pula cakap lepaskan aku. Tak apalah nak, isteri kata nak lepaskan kan, jom ikut kita pergi umrah.
Sabarlah. I mean, benda bagus, okay, aku faham, but sabar. There's a lot of issues on the table, you know, you need to address.
While we are talking about roles kan, now then when you brought that up kan, it makes me question whether apa yang anak ni dah sampaikan dekat the parents.
Exactly. How come the wife got to know that the things was said about her to the other family member? Dia tahu. How come she got to know it? Siapa yang sampaikan? Either was it an open conversation where dia dengar sendiri ataupun suami dia yang sampaikan?
Betul.
If the suami dia yang sampaikan, bro, you just call an unggul, man.
Unggul.
Betul.
It's a terrible unggul.
Betul. I mean, sebagai seorang suami, okay, in as a husband point of view kan, seandainya ada seseorang ahli keluarga yang cakap telling you kau punya isteri macam gini kenapa macam gini, what would your natural reaction be as a husband?
First of all, I don't even need to address it or relate it to my wife.
Okay.
She don't deserve to know that, right? Benda ni sampai kat aku. Okay, and of course, stepping up onto the plate, it is my responsibility to first, before I defend my wife, I should know what's the issue. Is my wife is the one yang betul-betul in the wrong? If she's in the wrong, then I would want to know, because then I would want to bukan educate, like correct her in a sense lah, kan? Or bring it forth to her in my own ways. Dah filter, cantikkan sikit, dia punya whole package and sampaikan kat dia. But first of all, okay, now that this is in front of me, I want to know. So of course I want to defend my wife. But if my wife terang-terangan kurang hajar, termaki, terbuat salah, terkasar bahasa, of course aku nak minta maaf dulu on her behalf. Right? So maybe she overlooked ke maybe what she was tired ke whatever lah, stress ke maybe macam-macam kan, macam postnatal ke, all these things yang buat dia behave differently than her normal self. So I want to know, I would ask everything that I can, and then I would address it there and then lah. Benda ni tak payah spread pun sebenarnya.
Faham.
Which is exactly what Ustaz Dr. Yusri Yusof was talking about during the talk that we had about how the messages you need to pass to people. You don't ambil kasih. Kita adalah the punya bridge kan. We are also the tapis. We are also the ones that kalau ada benda yang buruk kita simpan, ada benda yang baik kita sampaikan. Macam aku bilang kau Farhan, sorry kau minum teh ni TO lah. Bukan minum, aku tuang kan kat cawan. Kau nampak, ya Allah, berabuk. Kau aku TO berabuk dengan dia punya powder. You don't say the tea is bad or you say the filter is not good. I would say it's not from tea with me.
I didn't put you in that spot.
I had to.
But of course, I think you would question the filter.
Yeah.
Kita filter dia, yang perantaraan dia. I feel,
That's the word, perantaraan.
Yeah, so I think the husband is, I don't know, it looks like he is not doing a good job protecting his wife lah.
Yeah. I'm sorry for this sharing. To me, the biggest in a sense loser is the husband. The biggest failure in a sense yang fail to play a role is the husband. Kita boleh je question the in-laws or the mak bapak dia.
Kenapa kau berbual pasal ni, pasal suami kau punya, pasal anak kau punya isteri.
Ada juga isteri yang come forth and confront the issue head on. Nanti orang cakap apa pula kan about her confronting. Some isteri choose kalau aku confront ni nanti dia cakap aku tolak pula.
Ataupun aku ni kurang ajar ke.
I need to know because my husband is not doing anything for us. Some wives will be proactive. Some wives will just sit back.
Yeah.
So in this situation, I'm assuming that this lady is sitting back lah.
What can she do?
Kan?
Right?
Yeah, dia dah nak minta lepaskan.
Dia pun dah tahu hati.
Dah tahu hati, then she also dah minta maaf. Tapi things just don't seem to be on her side lah.
That's why it's really important untuk kita. Pasal siapa-siapa yang mendengar ni, kalau korang dah kahwin, insyaAllah satu hari korang pun akan jadi mertua juga. So it's very important to learn daripada sekarang that kita ni punya responsibilities bila kita dah jadi seorang mertua ni sangat besar juga.
Betul.
Pasal kita kena ingat kalau kita memutuskan silaturahim tu antara lagi daripada suami dengan isteri, sangat berat dia punya repercussions dia. Okay, bukan daripada segi duniawi juga, akhirat pun nanti ada disoal juga.
Can I just share a very interesting finding that I found from our Pillow Talk submissions?
Oh, another submission, is it?
Yeah, so I took the time to organize and categorize them lah.
Okay.
So ada kategori macam divorce, domestic violence, parents, in-laws, conflict or communication problem, right?
Macam-macam orang submit ni.
So
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Guess which is the top 3 issues that our insiders are sharing about?
In-laws,
Lagi.
Cerai,
cheating.
In-laws, cerai, cheating. Right. So interestingly, the top one, 24%, is communication problem.
Oh wow.
Okay.
12% in-laws.
Oh.
Wow. Beyond cheating?
11% parents.
Oh.
So you see, it's not like kita fikir macam divorce atau macam cheating ke apa kan. But rata-rata kita semua actually ada issues dengan keluarga lah, senang cakap, keluarga isteri, keluarga suami. But it's just that in our community we don't talk about it. Right? Kita macam tak nak buka aib and things like that. Kita tak nak jadi kurang ajar. Right? So, but I think from this we can take that this issue memang berkeliaran lah. Everyone is facing it, right? So I like what Yan said about instead of kita nak try to tegur kita punya parents ke apa, we just break the cycle. Kita akan jadi seorang mertua kan. So whatever that we feel kita macam tak suka our in-laws do atau our parents do, we just don't do that to our kids next time lah.
Take note of it.
That is our step to breaking the cycle into a more, healthier, happier family unit in the future.
Correct.
It starts from us lah. Interesting ah?
You can't change the history, right? You change the present.
You can only change the future.
Future and present. So macam communication
That's
I think the most important thing yang I feel from this story is that definitely for sure the role of the people in this relationship, daripada segi mertua, daripada segi husband, daripada segi isteri, it's not being communicated properly. Pasal kalau if you know that your wife is being talked about, tengah dicaci maki daripada your own parents, sebagai seorang anak yang soleh lah, I would say, first thing first, of course kita akan tegur dengan cara yang baik.
Betul.
Itu number one. Kita jangan kau jangan kurang ajar dengan bini aku kau buat gitu kau pun kurang ajar.
Betul.
Kan berbual dengan mak macam tu
tak boleh. Jangan. And always when it comes to teguran, kalau kita tegur dengan cara yang kurang ajar, orang susah nak terima.
Of course, you don't do what you don't like people to do to you. Banyaknya don't do.
Aku faham.
Faham.
Don't do. Ada satu channel Malaysia presenter dia dudum dan do.
Allah.
Ya.
Teringat video tu.
But I faham. Cik, I faham.
You faham
Faham. Betul.
Yeah.
Dia macam like you tegur orang, in how you tegur tu orang akan tengok tu.
Yeah.
That's the cara that you are representing.
That's the very first thing that we need to do. And number 2, of course, we cannot change the parents. Macam Farhan, exactly what if I were to be in that shoes, I would do exactly what you did, what you say you would do. Because number 1, orang can say anything.
Yep.
Kalau isteri kita dapat tahu daripada orang lain, dia akan sedih. Sebagai seorang suami, isteri dia dalam tangan kita.
Betul.
Kita jaga suami, hati isteri. Isteri pun jaga hati suami.
I think it's important to say it's not just the job of the husband to do that. As husband and wife, you should protect each other.
Yeah.
You should macam the same thing lah. If you hear as a wife, you hear your kawan ke your parents say something not so nice about your husband, you pandai-pandai tapis and make sure that he doesn't, even if news arrive to him.
Correct.
Kan, you main peranan you macam you reassure, you jangan mengapi-apikan situation.
Betul. That's very important.
You
macam
just play your role
for
lah.
me, like of all the weaknesses yang aku ada as a husband or menantu ke anak ke, one of the proudest thing, because I really pay attention to this, is how nice my relationship of my wife dengan my late mother. Because why? I had a fair share in that.
Okay.
The what people see from outside is beautiful, right? Let's say,
Yeah.
But people don't know that the unsung hero is me.
Because you were the bridge.
Because I was the bridge. Ada je benda yang arwah mak aku tak happy. The way she said also, yelah tak happy ber. But aku pula dengan my wife, we are the sort yang tak akan keep anything away from each other. Even the bad things.
Okay.
But I need to tell her, right? So I tell her in the nicest possible way.
Cara kau sampaikan.
So dia tak payah nak macam focus on, can I accept this? Tak payah. Dia akan focus on, I hear this, I accept it, and then I want to improve.
Faham.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I put it very nicely to her.
Yes, which is very
With love
important.
lah.
Sama juga, vice versa. My wife will say something about my late mother. Why your late mother gini? But if I just bluntly go to my late mother and say,
Mak tahu dulu cakap macam ni ya.
apa kan?
Dia jadi
Tak ke
pergaduhan.
mengapi-apikan. So I will just go to my mom. I will say, Ma, tadi you gini-gini ya? Oh, okay. Maybe next time differently lah maybe. Why? No lah, I feel that it's better that way. Sometimes I take the blame.
Okay.
But benda ni datang daripada my wife. We are partner, we are team.
Unit.
Yeah,
Definitely.
your wishes could be my wishes also. If we are partners lah.
Yeah, itu pandang.
Apa ni?
But
Same baju tu.
that being said kan, which is very important. Pasal kita, we have to understand, we spend sebagai seorang anak kepada ibu bapa, we spend the growing up years dengan dorang paling lama.
Yes.
We're gonna spend the remaining of our years with our partner. Kalau kita, if we don't build the bridge in between these two,
Susah.
and then end of the day mertua pun put us in a spot, then we don't solve any problems ke apa. Then nanti seandainya bila parents kita pula dah pergi, the hate or the anger that the menantu is feeling takkan hilang
Ya.
kan.
Correct.
The fear, macam aku tak minta maaf dengan mak mertua aku. Mak mertua aku benci aku sampai aku mati, sampai dia dah meninggal.
Yeah.
You know, this is something yang we will live with regret lah.
The guilt lah.
The
We
guilt,
don't want
the
that
guilt.
lah.
Yeah, kita want to avoid that as much as
Finally, the best person who is having the best position in that case is the husband lah. Because what you say, you know your mother because you grew up with her, right? She bring you up.
Dia tahu perangai.
You know your wife because kau bercinta dengan dia, kau berkenal dengan dia.
Yeah.
So the only person in that three equation that knows two people is the guy.
Yes.
Betul.
So why aren't you pulling the strings?
Yes.
Why
aren't
are we
you-
just like pergi umrah? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Aku nak healing dulu dengan Allah.
Boleh healing bro.
Boleh,
Ajak aku lain kali bro.
Tapi nak kena main peranan bro.
Yes.
Macam ni.
InsyaAllah kita doakan semoga dia pun dapat hidayah, dapat keterangan hati,
Yeah.
and maybe it comes to him like, what have I been doing?
Astaghfirullahaladzim.
Yeah,
You know,
before it's too late, you know.
Okay. Kita jawab soalan yang last dia kasih.
Okay.
Patut ke isteri bertahan dalam keluarga yang macam ni, ataupun isteri patut pilih untuk dilepaskan kerana tak tahan dengan sikap suami yang lebihkan keluarga dari isteri sendiri? So this is where personally, for me, I would say talk to your husband.
Yes, you need to.
We don't know how your dynamics is with your husband. Kalau korang berbual ke tidak, you know. But insyaAllah after listening to our inputs, you know, you sit him down and say, I don't feel good. You know that you and your family talk bad about me, but as a husband, are you okay to protect me? So kita dah ambil tanggungjawab kan, sebagai suami kan. So talk to him about it, because kalau kita tak berbual, dia takkan tahu.
Communication.
Mungkin seorang mungkin suami dia maaf kata mungkin dia tongong sikit. mungkin dia macam dia tak macam
kejut aku je.
Mungkin dia macam like tak ada apa-apa apa. Mungkin dia fikir semua okey. Kemungkinan macam gitu. So you have to communicate whatever that you're feeling, whatever that you have been experiencing dengan, you know, keluarga dia. Pasal truth be told, kalau you tak sampaikan, the issue will always be there.
And then it will grow bigger.
It will grow bigger. Definitely.
I also cannot tell you to leave or what, but I would say try what Ian said. I know it might be hard, or you feel macam I dah try so many things, but he masih dulukan family juga. So I feel like the next conversation that you have, you don't talk about in-laws, don't talk about your parents, just talk about you and your husband as a unit. Work on that. You know, work on any unresolved feelings ke apa. Maybe your husband tak tahu you have been feeling this way ke apa, macam Yan cakap. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a conversation that is the conversation that you need to have lah. Don't talk about anyone else or surrounding, or just work on the connection that you both have.
InsyaAllah.
To that sister also, we are not undermining your struggle. It's so difficult. The fact that if you can talk to your husband the way Yan said just now, I salute you, because outrightly you should be like pokik, you know. To me,
marah kan?
Marah. But if you can keep your cool and focus on the goal, of course yang pertalian atau hubungan yang disayangi is korang punya marriage. So kalau kau ada niat yang kau nak save your marriage, insyaAllah Allah akan bantu. To me, yeah. So then you see the reciprocal action from your husband. Do you get the same energy from him back? Then if not, we're not gonna say leave, but you should know, you know, I feel you should know what to do, because at the end of the day nanti ada juga orang cakap, girl, kau tak boleh gitu, harga diri kau dah try your best, you bring yourself so low, and this guy do this to you, you know. So from there, I feel in that journey, if you try first, then you will gather enough courage, and then you will macam perasan kau punya, aku ada harga diri lah, kan, orang pijak aku, orang tak kisahkan aku, tapi aku dah cuba. Yang penting you cuba, sis.
Masya Allah. So itulah kita punya pandangan ya. But also talking about role atau main peranan
kita ada second submission.
Kita juga ada kita pun ada situation yang macam you, okay, for example, you dengan I, suami isteri, kita okay je, kita main peranan, right? Tapi kan one way or another, right, ada orang luar kan yang just tak tahu batas.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So itulah kita punya second submission.
Ingat ada kita ada. Cerita. Terkejut tadi.
Selling solutions, not promises.
Hi, I'm Ira from Sri Kandi Associates.
Okay, we got a question from one of our followers. My mother-in-law is living with me and I have a child. Would you recommend me to buy a 3-gen resale flat?
It will depend on your family needs. But of course, first thing, you gotta apply your HFE to know whether you're eligible. And secondly, to know whether your affordability is enough. So one thing, if you would like to move to a 3-gen, please do take note that you are buying as a 3-gen. Comes to the time for you to sell, the same nucleus have to buy from you.
So that means if they were to buy a 3-gen flat, I can only sell to another 3-generation.
Yes, correct. It depends on what your family is comfortable with, because besides 3-gen, you can also explore EE as an option, because EE also you can get 4 rooms. To know more, you can contact Sri Kandi Associates at 8788-3559. Sri Kandi, selling solutions, not promises.
Alright, so dengan the second submission,
Yours.
pun lagu dia, I tak ada lagu marah, tapi this is the best I can do. Okay. Submission dia daripada title dia perempuan yang tak tahu hormat perempuan lain.
Oish.
Hello, my name is Nak share sikit a recent experience I had. A little backstory, me and my husband have been together for about 16 years since we were 13 years old. So dah 29 tahun dah sekarang. Married for 4 years and now blessed with 2 boys. Okay, so here is my story.
Okay, can I read it as if I'm her?
Okay, sure.
Then I like bilang korang the story
Okay,
macam
we
tengah
feel
berbual
it.
korang
We feel it.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, come.
Okay,
Take
so
up.
this is my story
Okay.
My husband ni kan dia kerja bomba. But at the moment ni dia tengah attachment ambulance 2 tahun. So you know biasalah kalau dah pergi ambulance side ni banyak mix, you know, female and male compared to the bomber side lah. Okay, so when he first masuk benda ni, aku naturally risau sikit lah. I will always remind him to jaga batas. Ingat ada anak bini kat rumah, benda-benda gitu. Sebab aku dah terbiasa dia kerja male dominated. So macam less worry when it comes to pergaulan dengan perempuan lah. So aku perasan tau, dia kalau dapat shift selalu dapat shift dengan this particular female paramedic. Boleh cakap most of the time mesti dengan Dania. So let's just call her A lah. Yeah, so at the start I don't feel anything. Cuma I will ask my husband lah macam mana kerja? Okay tak yang A ni? Orang ni macam mana? No, just for my assurance lah as a wife. So one day I saw her Instagram. I can't remember exactly how I found her Instagram, but it was not private. So I decided to follow her. Anyway kan, it's my husband's punya colleague. So to me, good to get to know who he works with lah. Ni dia jenis yang suka social media. So dia suka post IGs and all. So I will tend to go and see her IGs only
Instagram story.
Oh sorry. Instagram story only when they are on shift together. Just to spy on my husband gitu. I tak ada ill intentions toward her or anything. I literally only watch her story sebab cuma nak tengok if she ada post anything about my husband bila together on shift lah. Okay. So then recently there was a while when diorang macam tak shift together. So during this period I tak take note sangat lah about A punya Instagram or whatever. Until one day they are back on shift together and naturally I decided to go see her Instagram. Only to find out that she dah remove me from her followers. I was a bit shocked. But then I think okay, tak apa, maybe she is clearing her followers, you know, like some people do social detox. I do that sometimes also.
I don't.
Sorry.
Then I remember she have TikTok. I tak follow her on TikTok, but she pernah a few times keluar on my FYP.
Influencer.
Yeah.
So I went to search, but I cannot find her TikTok also lah. But then when I Google her TikTok, it's there. And I got someone else to check for me also. They can see and it's only me yang tak boleh nampak.
Block. Okay.
So what does this mean? So it means that she went out of her way to search my name on TikTok and block me? It's quite obvious now kan? So this is where I start to get suspicious. Like, I don't understand what's her ish. She works with my husband tau. I find it damn weird for you to do that. I mean, if me personally, I would make sure my colleague's wife feels safe, you know. For example, I keluar lunch dengan colleague and ada one guy, I would ask him, your wife okay tak kalau you join lunch kita ni? You know, macam out of respect. And I wouldn't take videos of people punya husband and post on my Instagram also.
Okay.
Anyway, this just doesn't sit right with me. And I feel macam disrespectful of her to disregard me as his wife.
Okay.
And my husband did ask her about the Instagram thing. She say she tengah nak private her account and clear her followers and dia tak kenal. But the thing is, I know she still have people she don't know on her Instagram. And I have my sources. How do you explain the TikTok then? When I tak follow dia pun on TikTok. Yang part TikTok ni my husband tak mention to her. I was actually prepared to be her acquaintance. Sebab I'm the kind of yang, you know, I like to kenal my husband punya colleagues. So if anything happens, especially because he works in SCDF kan, like I would want to know. And ada one time I wanted to reply her story and be friendly, cuma tak kesampaian. Anyway, that's my story. Like, what's her ish guys? Thoughts ke aku yang paranoid?
Wow.
Gitu.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, storytelling ni
Thoughts?
macam In character
Kan,
sorry.
you are in character. Macam aku rasa
Farhan main storytelling bagus
Ya, macam aku terus macam
Tadi aku dekat apa bomba punya ni ambulance bay. Aku dah kat situ tau.
Dia kalau cerita hantu dia lah.
Oh.
Kalau aku macam ni.
I see.
Drama-drama sikit.
Like,
Suka drama.
You brought me to the ambulance just now.
Okay, Farhan.
Thoughts.
What is your first thoughts?
First of all,
I
can see there are many assumptions made.
Assumptions.
Ni
Okay.
aku punya first without even going deeper lah.
Okay.
Okay, why do you say assumptions?
Assumptions maksudnya you you make assumptions of your husband colleague punya actions towards you virtually tu on the virtual cues kan. You make assumptions because kita telah dimanjakan dengan banyak story-story yang drama-drama cheating kan kat luar kan.
Yeah.
Kan? Sometimes it plays in our mind.
Yeah.
Aku pun boleh cakap macam like tak semua yang let's say the paramedic tu, dia punya husband punya colleague tu buat macam gitu, that means there's something going on.
Okay.
Because ada je cerita yang cheating happens tapi the one that your husband is cheating on being nice friends with you, being so close to you.
Betul, I would agree with
Ada
that.
je.
I agree
Like
with that.
for me, if you want to feel unsafe because of that, yang depat yang dia block kau ke, dia tendang kau keluar ke, would you feel the same kalau dia be friend with you and be super nice? Kak, macam kak, okay.
Tapi ada makna punya.
You know what I mean? So it can mean both ways.
Macam keep your friends close but enemy closer.
Yeah. So that's why aku cakap ada assumptions.
Okay.
Unless it has been spoken about lah, open up, talk to the husband ke, or even the paramedic friend ke apa. So yeah, assumptions ni will lead on to many things. I feel
leads to a lot of insecurities lah.
Yes.
Kalau ayam pula?
Ayang lah panggil.
Ada aku panggil kau ayam.
But if you were, for example, ni perempuan I lah, these
Fitri,
ladies, I'm right,
Okay.
you my husband, how would you feel when I'm macam stalk your colleague to see what you're doing at work and things like that?
Oh, are you in a spot?
Yeah, I'm in a
Yeah.
sport, man.
Let's
I
go.
mean, Alhamdulillah, my wife is not like that.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, you don't stalk my colleagues for anything and all pun. You don't even follow my colleagues punya Instagram and whatnot kan. Of course, nak kata if you were to feel insecure, if I have to put myself in husband's shoes, kalau you buat gini kepada I would feel macam, why are you following my colleague? You know,
Okay.
you are not acquainted in the first place.
Yep.
Tapi I punya niat ni is just I just want to befriend my husband punya colleagues, tak salah pun.
Sure, then we meet. We don't have to follow on Instagram.
Okay.
If we really want to be friends with them, then we'll be friends with them. If I have any company gathering ke, team
Keramaian.
outing ke, gatherings. Basically, that is where usually tendency where families will bring, where the people that work there will bring their families along and introduce. This is my wife, blah
Yes,
blah blah blah. That's what I would do. That's what we did together last year for my
Yeah.
company movie event kan. That's where I introduced you to my colleagues and things like that.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think if you were to follow randomly and then you tell me that you say you want to just see me and stalk me just to see me at work, are you really looking for me to see what I'm doing, or are you looking to see whether this girl is posting more about my husband than I am?
Oh.
Yeah, that is what I would think, because I was in a relationship like that
I see.
before,
I see.
and
What
and where I have, you know me, I have female friends,
Yeah.
right? First and foremost, this ex of mine, she would follow
Everybody.
Yeah, if tak follow, they just talk.
Oh, okay.
Because and then like, kenapa you buat ni? Kenapa you, to a point that, kenapa you pakai sama baju colour dengan dia? You plan nak couple tak plan pun. Tak
Coincident.
plan, coincident.
Okay.
Ililah taklah, it was a coincidence. Jadi pergaduhan.
Farah jangan tanya pula asal aku plan pakai dengan kau.
Ni bromance tak apa.
Yeah, because when that happened, it puts me off guard. It puts my friend off guard.
Okay.
It makes my friend uncomfortable.
Yep.
Then my friend came to me and said, kenapa dia macam gitu Aku tak ada apa-apa dengan dia. Aku tak ada apa-apa dengan kau pun.
Right.
No, with me. Said, why would she stalk me like that? That is if I were to put in the other side of the other side of the picture. So then she would feel like she would want to block because nanti dia pakai kawan aku jatuh tengok kau.
Yeah.
You know, then the block ni jadi pergaduhan. Exactly what this whole situation is. She will start feeling, my ex start feeling why she block me Why? Tak nak tengok kan? Korang ada something kan? Jadi assumption lagi.
But why did your friend block her again?
I don't think block lah. But if let's say she were to block,
Okay.
yeah. But it becomes added layers of insecurities.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so
I feel.
this is my opinion pula lah.
Ni
From-
masih surface belum
Of
ke
course,
dalam lagi.
belum lagi.
From a woman's before I go there, there's this one video that I saw. Okay, about I think it was a counsellor. And also thank you for the insider that shared this video with us lah. Amazing. So
Nama dia siapa?
I lupa.
Miss Pororo kan?
Miss Pororo.
Yes, Miss
Thank you so
Pororo.
much.
Oh, the
So-
name so cute.
Cute kan?
So basically this video is this counsellor explaining what goes through the mind of a cheater and also what goes through the mind of the one being cheated or things that they are cheated on.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So basically she said, I'm just going to touch about the not the cheater part lah, the other part.
Okay.
So when you start having suspicions kan, you akan macam you would want answers, what?
Okay.
So what do you do when you want to find answers? You dig.
Dig deeper,
Right.
yeah.
So the more you dig, there's this thing called dopamine. You know what dopamine is?
makes you feel good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dopamine
So
hit.
in order for you to macam feel at peace or feel macam the more
The more
you
satisfied you feel.
Yes, the more satisfied you feel.
Right.
So that is what the dopamine does. But if you look at your present day-to-day life with your husband, does he show any symptoms of infidelity? Does he behaves differently? You cannot see all this stuff. You are blinded to all this stuff because you are so fixated on macam
Finding out.
because of your suspicion, because of your assumption. So you will just keep digging. You are unaware. You cannot see that your husband ni actually tak ada apa-apa.
Okay.
In some cases lah.
In
but
some
ada-
cases, yeah, of course, yeah.
In some cases. So the counsellor said that the way to get out of this is to stop and focus on the present.
Focus on the present. Okay.
Find not find evidence lah, but like look at your husband. Like look into your husband's eyes.
Yes.
Talk to your husband. And kalau your husband doesn't show any signs or any red alarm
Red flags,
bells, red flags or anything, then you are not doing yourself any good. You are not doing your marriage any good. Being in this macam, oh my God, is he cheating? Is he cheating? Then you keep digging. Tapi you tak berbual with your
Okay.
Macam anxiety ke?
macam anxiety. So that's what I feel might be happening. But I also understand from a woman's point of view yang macam bila kita nak try to, our intentions are good. Kan, I just want to befriend your colleague, you know. But bila you kena block, macam I think that is
triggers
the start of it all lah. I feel for her.
Right.
So
There's two sides to it. What? To me, if you want to be friends with your partner's colleague, you must first, ni kalau aku I will ask myself, would my partner's colleague want to be friends with me?
Faham?
People might have their own preferences kan?
Yeah.
faham.
Mungkin ke yang colleague dia tu, aku dengan husband kau, kita colleague saja. I don't want to know anything personal about him. So thus, I'm not accepting anyone from his side. Maybe. Kan?
Maybe she is just genuinely the type of person yang suka ambil
Add orang.
Instagram
Okay.
stories. And it just so happens that diorang ada shift together. So dia suka ambil Instagram story. So your husband is inside. But you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But before we go deep kan, I want to touch on something that she said at the start.
Okay.
Dia kata dia used to be male dominated industry.
Yeah.
Tiba-tiba kerja pula dengan wanita. You face that.
Yes.
I was in a team of 12 other men.
Betul. Oh yeah.
I masuk office, I'm the only Malay guy.
Yeah.
Yang lain semua is ladies
Yes.
and maybe 2 or 3 other men. Apa perasaan you?
Even when we were dating, we had arguments about you having female friends. It was a journey trying to navigate it.
I open a can of worms, man.
Yeah, trying to navigate it.
No, but it's good to know. Yeah, I want to know
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
But I feel like by that time our trust is already there.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Our
Thank you
trust
for
is
saying
already
that.
there. So even though I know it was a change of scene, sekarang ada perempuan lelaki, I don't know. I just don't feel like he's going to do anything or colleagues dia show anything you know, that will make me macam, what's going on? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even my colleague
No signs.
came over to our place with the husband and the kid. Remember that time? We went out together. This is a sign of us meeting our friend, my colleagues lah. We went out, and then after that, they want to send us back. Then at the same time, they wanted to use the toilet. Then anak dia wanted to stay to play with the cats.
Okay.
Then end up all of us gather at our place. Then it became a very nice colleagues and family gathering.
Okay.
And that is because we had a mutual understanding on, you know, this is my friends and things like that. So, but I do not want to downplay her insecurity.
Of course.
We cannot downplay that because this is what she is feeling. This is what
Yes.
feeling, right?
Yeah.
She's feeling very insecure that, you know,
Vulnerable.
Ada wanita lain. And truth be told, kita pernah dengar lah cerita SCDF ataupun any uniform group.
Mana-mana lah.
Ada
Mana-mana, bro.
skandal-skandal.
Yeah.
And naturally, I would understand her feelings. So, tanggungjawab siapa sekarang?
Untuk apa?
Untuk make sure that
Reassure her.
to make sure that she herself doesn't feel the way she's feeling right now.
Yeah, to me, the first best thing to do is of course to really open up to your husband. Because when you open up to your husband, there and then you can see his reaction.
Betul, yeah. That's true.
Itu je. Itu you guys are married.
Yeah.
And you guys have what? Two boys, right? Dah kahwin also.
Yeah. So it's either dia punya muka macam,
You can tell.
oh
You
muka dia
know.
macam,
And you know each other since 13 years old.
Yeah, and I always respect and like not envy lah, macam wow, you guys have it, we don't. The man is naluri. Perempuan punya naluri cannot go wrong. Even mothers, they have added power lah, so called added power. So when you open up to your husband and then cakap je. And when you cakap, you just look at him. Don't just look at the eyes, look at everything.
yeah.
Pergerakan dia, body language dia. From there dah tahu.
You can tell.
You can
The
tell.
wife can tell.
I'm not going to say anything, but you can tell whether there's nothing or there's something lah. So to me, bukan pandai sangat lah mana-mana pun, tapi this is what also every marriage goes through lah.
Yeah.
Aku rasa lah.
Yeah.
There will always be times yang
Challenges lah.
ada je, but kalau ni bukan cakap tak perlu sebut pasal ni perlu sebut pasal there is an angle of agama juga.
Okay.
To me. Bisikan syaitan tu is non-stop
Oh betul-betul.
It doesn't stop when korang angkat nikah.
Makin kuat lagi ada.
The syaitan lain pula datang.
Yes.
So sometimes bisikan ni yang akan buat kau macam, should I go and find out? Should I go and find out?
Yeah.
You know, and they like it that you guys do this out of nothing pun. Orang nak adakan something out of nothing.
Yes.
So that is one part that you should be aware of and acknowledge juga. Okay, maybe ada. Okay, then subsequently what's next? Then your communication with your husband lah.
Yeah.
Then also I feel like macam it could also be that the husband just regard this person as a colleague, tapi this perempuan yang macam dia punya header cakap tak tahu batas.
Okay. Mungkin the husband tak bersalah. Tapi this woman, this A pula melebih-lebih.
Yes. Macam dengan suami orang pun dia kita ada.
I'm
Ada tau. Ada perempuan macam tu.
Husband and wife.
Yeah.
Betul tak? Ada tak perempuan macam
Ada.
ada kan?
Ada. I've seen,
It could be. It could be that maybe what you are feeling ni is because of that lah. It's not because of the husband.
And rightly so lah.
Yeah.
Kalau
So.
macam itu, and it justify lah in a sense.
The fact
kan?
that she reminded him every time jaga batas saya, jaga batas saya. Habis kena pula dengan A. Every time pergi chief A. So the thing is, the husband, the fact that she knows that he's working with A for that shift, probably the husband share with her. Cik, hari ni I kerja dengan siapa? Ataupun dia tanya, hari ni partner you siapa? Partner I ni A. Asyik A je, you know. And then that's where I feel that korang is missing that communication.
Yeah.
Kan? Pasal kalau let's say lah, as much as you want to, you know, stalk A punya Instagram ke TikTok ke,
I think she should stop doing that lah.
Yeah, that's
Just
one-
for your
on
own
the
sake.
Focus on the husband first.
Yeah.
Correct.
That he's yours, right? In a sense.
definitely. And trust me, kalau lah husband you tengah curang, you will find out.
Yes.
I'm sure Allah will
One way or another.
Allah will bless you
Yeah.
with that kelebihan. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
But
Kita doa that's not the case lah.
InsyaAllah, of course.
Yeah.
The most important thing yang you kena ingat is of course the fact that you and your husband kena ada that trust with each other.
Yeah.
And also layanan seorang suami kepada isteri, layanan daripada isteri kepada suami cannot change with whatever assumptions that you make.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, kalau let's say, kalau sekarang ni you rasa macam dah tak tak sedap hati, you dah questioning things. Tendency is you might change the way you treat your husband,
The way you talk.
Pasal you already have the suspicions in you,
Yes,
kan?
correct.
You already put at the back of your head, ada benda ke dorang ni. So naturally you tend to
The
gravitate
action
towards
follows lah.
And then nanti pergaduhan will happen not because it really dorang ada hubungan kat belakang tau.
Something going on.
Pergaduhan akan berlaku
Because of
kerana
assumptions.
why dia macam gitu. And we don't know the husband, right?
Yep.
But he can receive it in many different ways.
Betul.
Ada husband be like, taklah sayang, mana boleh. Memang I selalu buat dengan dia pasal gini. But rest assured I know my batas. Ada husband macam itu kan, yang pandai berkata-kata.
Ada
pula yang dia punya reply dia very aggressive. Macam because he really feels frustrated. Kan? And then that will make the marriage sour. And start down soft. Macam
So I think you tanyakan, are you paranoid? I don't think you are paranoid, but
You just word it lah.
I think you should focus your energy on your husband. Yeah, your paranoid tu memang you have your reasons, right? You have laid down all your reasons, and we see that, we understand that. Tapi I feel like your next move is to talk to your husband.
Don't macam tadi kata, don't feed your dopamine by digging things that hidup A ni kan, lantak lah dia nak buat apa.
Lantak dia.
Really? Dia nak selfie ke,
Dia
nak
nak
bertiktok
lantak dia.
gini ke,
Dia
punya
perempuan yang
pasal.
tak hormat perempuan dia, lantak dia.
Lantak dia.
Lantak.
Sekarang ni you kena maintain your relationship dengan your husband.
Yes.
Focus on that. Kalau you rasa kenapa macam ni, you berbuang dengan husband you.
Direct,
You talk to him. You tell him, I follow ni. And then he will ask you, kenapa you follow dia? You tak kenal dia apa? Then naturally you will say, because I want to get to know. Dia macam gitu kan. Yeah. So then if you say, kenapa dia block I gini, then if coming from husband point of view, say, asal you pantau sangat apa dia buat demi Instagram, demi pasal lah. Mungkin dia tak nak you tengok muka you ke apa. That's her problem. You tak ada hubungan dengan perempuan tu.
Correct. There's only two people in this marriage.
It's you and your
husband. You do not make a part of your marriage. No. Yeah.
Jangan bawa dia masuk walaupun dia tak ada kat dalam.
Yes, we understand your worries, your concerns, everything. Your
Memang.
alarm bell,
We know.
But we are telling you right now, okay, maybe talk to your husband.
Yeah.
Right?
it's suffocating tau kalau kau ada that feeling. Betul. And I feel for her, serious.
I understand.
But channel dia punya energy tu pen differently je.
Betul.
Yeah.
Talk to you.
InsyaAllah.
Talk to
Sure.
him.
Yes lah, Farhan.
Ya, aku the last
Allah
question.
Akbar.
Sekarang kau pula dah start kerja kan?
Okay. Come on. Okay.
Kau pula dah start kerja kan?
Yep.
Before this you at home, jaga anak.
Yeah.
Nurul ada macam like, you ada bawa perempuan seksi-seksi buat Grab?
Dia talk
Tak
about
ada.
it?
Tak ada. Yeah.
Tak ada perempuan seksi-seksi ke tak ada?
Tak ada berbual ke? Tak ada berbual ke?
Oh ya, good. Tak ada yang kat mana tu Because
Sorry.
No. But that I mean, I wouldn't want to like, how to say nanti orang cakap betul ke kau punya marriage macam gini. It's not. It's because kita like I feel for her because kita dah kenal lama juga macam ni.
Yeah. You from primary school kan?
Primary school.
Yes, mahbar kan?
And bro, she knows me more than anybody else. She knows when I'm lying. She knows when I'm stumbling on my first word.
Macam tadi kau call aku tambah-tambah lah. Nervous kan?
Yeah, true. And then I don't know. That's her. That's why she's my wife. That's why she's the only one lah. Right? You know what I mean? So macam aku tengok macam itu, like I wouldn't want to mess with this.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And yeah, I don't like say people say play with fire and then you will find out. No, I don't play with fire.
Don't have to play fire
Aku
to know
punya
that it's hot.
policy is just open. What you see is what you get. What you know is what you must know lah. Itu je. So to me tak ada, dia tak pernah tanya unless I will be the one yang bilang dia, Bi tahu tadi I nampak ni tau, I ambil ni tau passenger I tau, ada tau, tadi dia ni kat belakang cium-cium. Then dia bilang, Abi buat apa? Bingit I je. I will be the one sharing. She knows that. So dia tak payah nak, tadi siapa? Berapa ramai? Berapa? Tak ada. She's like that. Yeah.
That is what I feel is the difference antara relationship kau dengan Nurul and maybe with and the husband.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't share that kind of thing. That's why she's filling up the gaps with her assumptions. Macam sekarang ni Nurul tak payah nak fill up the gaps pasal kau dah fill up the gaps for her with whatever that happened, you know, in doing it when you're working. So perhaps that's where you can start doing with your husband, you know. You bukan nak kata report strength.
Bukan.
Jangan report strength, but you know, dia take it as your bonding period.
Yup.
Tadi apa case you buat? Apa case you time shift tadi? Ada orang jatuh ke? Ada
RTA ke apa ke?
check it. So that's where that is, instead of you suspect ada perempuan ke, check perempuan lain ke, you build on the bond that you have your husband.
Like Farhan said lah, channel your energy.
Channel energy.
Last.
Yes.
Need something more closer to like the cheating lah. So
Okay.
say, I don't know whether she will listen to this, but one of my kekasih lama lah sekolah dulu.
Okay.
Tried to add me on IG, for example.
Okay. You told me about this.
Yeah. So how to say? I feel that, like me, I always share things with my wife. I also share this with my wife lah. No exception kan. So just one day I share with her, my ex-girlfriend at me. Like people would think that tongong ni dia ni kan. She said, no, but to me, she's my buddy.
She's
I
your best
will
friend.
share with her.
Yeah.
Hey V, tadi itu dia ni add eyes Habis you tak accept lah. Apa sih V? Why she wants to add me? She want to see how many kids I have or she want to see how fat have I grown or what? No, that kind of thing. So to me, of course, I don't accept it because I have my reasons, right? Because to me, there's nothing for you to see.
Right.
If you want to tanya my khabar, just DM.
Right.
Betul-betul lah.
There's no need to create a relationship.
Yeah,
again.
I mean, I'm also very private in a sense, my IG semua kan. So to me, kalau kau tak kenal aku little bit pun, then you don't deserve to be inside. You must know at least presently little bit lah.
I feel honored. I'm inside the friend list.
Alamak. Thanks juga. So to me, that macam okay, for example why I don't see a need for Farah to be my list?
Oh yeah.
Why?
I don't see a need. Why would I want to be on her personal side? I can be on your personal side,
Yeah.
and then I can see you guys being together,
Yeah.
right?
Walaupun aku tak post sangat
And for your info, my wife is with friends dengan Farah.
Yes.
So I don't go and ask my wife, tadi Farah ada post apa tak? Tak ada bro. Ini relationship yang tak payah disoal.
Yeah.
Kawan
Need to
wanita sama-sama they feel comfortable, they friends with each other.
Yeah.
Kita biasalah bros kan, macam gitu. But I don't see a need lah.
Yeah.
I don't see any. If I want to tanya khabar dia, when I call you, Farah, how are you? She will always be there, right?
Yeah.
So that's it. Or aku kirimkan salam Farah from you to through you. It's like that,
Definitely.
Macam tu lah.
Yeah,
We
you have
hope
to
that we
answer your. We hope we didn't give you an answer.
Yeah.
We
I mean, like just now I said lah.
Yeah.
You are not paranoid, but you just need to channel your energy someplace else.
Dia minta
in your
maaf
marriage.
kata-kata sharing ni is a bit too much ke, emotional ke, but because we really feel what you do. I mean what you go through. So
I went through the same thing before,
Yes,
so
yeah.
I was like the guy in the picture kan. So in a way, we hope that it gives you
A different perspective,
perspective,
perhaps.
direction for you to to improve on your marriage, so that
because because whatever you wrote, right, is it's your
feelings.
it's your feelings of or discomfort with the lady. You never say like, tapi my husband macam dah lain sekarang ke apa. You never say anything like that. There's no alarm bells or
So
anything.
we don't know. Yeah.
So I feel like it's still something that you can talk about lah with your husband.
Can explore there.
Can explore that. InsyaAllah.
Maybe you can report back to us lah.
Yeah, boleh.
Really. It'd be nice to know.
Also
Guys,
don't
aku dah share dengan my husband and I see this.
Yeah, actually you betul lah.
Yeah.
I just
We hope you're right lah kan.
Yeah. I mean,
we hope lah.
with all the other insiders me included, macam like kalau share tu kan, ada macam tergantung story tu, adakan continuation lah. That will be nice. Because then we will like, our sharing of ideas and opinions berbeza dengan situation tau.
Right.
Macam kalau dia cakap, guys, you guys said this during my first sharing. My second sharing, what do you guys think now? I've done what you tried to suggest.
Right.
And then I find out this. And kita pun macam, alamak.
Then
We don't want this to happen, but now that it happens,
we bring asatiza lah.
insyaAllah, yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
Inshallah. Wow, there has been 2 stories today.
Yes.
Of course, with our co-host Farhan Fikri.
Thank you, Farhan.
Thank you guys.
Farhan.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bila
InsyaAllah
Sunday-
next time Nurul also come.
Amin. Dah lah lambat aku ni.
Right, so jangan lupa guys, you can always submit your stories to us.
Diorang ni terbaik lah.
InsyaAllah.
Support them lah.
Thanks for
Yes, keep on submitting your story,
Yes.
guys. We love reading them, and insyaAllah, whatever opinions or perspective that we've shared can benefit you all. Tak banyak sikit lah.
Yeah.
So once again, we like to Farhan, thank you for coming.
Sama-sama.
InsyaAllah this won't
Sama-sama.
be the last time.
InsyaAllah.
Amin.
InsyaAllah.
Kalau
amin.
korang doakan, leave the comment lah.
Dah pandai.
Kat Spotify leave comment. Dia ni macam ya ke?
Right, but at the same time also kalau korang nak cari rumah, nak upgrade ke, nak sewa ke,
Cari
nak
siapa Farhan?
cari siapa?
Cari Sri Kandi Associates.
You can contact them at 87883559 ataupun follow mereka di Instagram at srikandi.associates.
Yes.
Sri Kandi, selling solutions, not promises. We've come to the end of another episode of Outside In.
If you like what you hear, please follow us on all our socials, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify and YouTube.
Share it with all of your friends and family members so that they can benefit from this episode. InsyaAllah. Till next time, Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Break the cycle.